The Level Up housemates reunited for a final time on a trip to Cape Town, South Africa, courtesy of Pepsi.
We are going to
tell them what are you going to do?
We're going to Cape Town.
Tell them what you're going to do.
We're going to conquer our fears.
Honestly, this is my first time, so I'm looking forward to have as much fun as possible. I'm going to be outside every freaking day.
It's going to be lit. I'm actually going to see SA for the first time. I want to see some of my piano vibes.
I want to go paragliding.
On my bucket list, I'm hoping that I'm able to strike out one thing, which is skydiving on this trip.
What's on my bucket list for SE? I don't have a bucket list, so anything you guys throw at me, I'm taking it. What do I expect from SE? A lot of vibes, dance, bedu, everything SE has to offer.
Come on, see, we are calling inside SA.
Cape Town, we are coming to.
We are going to Cape Town.
Show. Get up over the.
We are coming, Joe.
Side to take machine.
They hit the ground running instantly with a fun picnic as they soaked in all the sun.
Hi guys, my name is Beauty and we're here at Spear, Cotsy, Pepsi and Travel to SA. We're having the time of my life. I'm having the time of my life and I'm so excited. Thank you Pepsi, thank you Travel to SA. I will be coming back to Cape Town.
We are here having fun.
Man, I'm having fun. A whole lot of food. We're chilling, we're enjoying big time.
Since we got here, the entire trip has been amazing. Everything we've had to do. Sandboarding, never done that in my life. I'm totally looking forward to like skydiving.
I'm reporting live from South Africa, Cape Town, a very beautiful city. And like I said, I'm not sure I'm going back. I'll just maybe get another wife here. And just, I love it here. It's beautiful. The people are very accommodating, very welcoming.
We are out here and Nature, my friend, has gotten her own basket. I'm seeing a lot of things, looks so nice. I can't wait for my own basket. I think I'm the only one without a basket, yes.
I'm going to be honest, I think this is the first time I'm going to try a lot of what all of this is.
Yeah.
The only thing here that looks very familiar is the chicken.
Before you eat, take pictures.
Why?
So that even if the food goes, your mind remembers.
Just eat.
Food for the thought.
Nice. Honestly, you should eat this chicken before I take the second piece. It's just really good.
I got it, God, please, God, don't let me.
I was good enough.
Coming here and just being on like this vacation, I've been able to build my relationship back with Doing, with Daniela.
Just a breath of fresh air. You get just spending time bonding, being in a new country and experiencing new cultures, and then laughing, even forgetting, the differences we have with all these housemates.
I'm having the best time of my life here. The trip has been amazing, it has been good, the housemate has been amazing, everybody has been cool,
It's a very beautiful space, to be honest, and I'm just so happy, grateful to everyone that got me to this level, to this stage.
It feels like I'm in the house all over again, and it's just a lot of unnecessary tension and pressure.
Now, what would a trip to Cape Town be without some wine tasting?
Right now, we're currently at wine tasting, and we did a bike ride this morning. It was absolutely amazing.
We are at Simon Sig Terrier. It's a wine farm and it's really beautiful. I think for me, what I love the most is the aesthetic.
I have my favorite flavor already, and I think I'll be going for that one all the time.
Yeah, the wine is lovely.
Very lovely.
Sleek.
Awesome.
Also,
you should come to
fruity,
Simon
nice,
Sig.
chill. In fact, I want to do this
Lovely.
like every day.
Not every day, because you don't want to be drunk every day.
No, I won't be drunk.
Yes, we're having so much fun. I've had different lovely wines that I've tasted, and I'm having fun with my colleagues.
The experience is amazing. The fun is, and the wines are so nice. Like, I'm having so much fun.
My favorite part about Simon Sig is the aesthetic, obviously. Like, look at the natural view is so amazing, and even the wine tasting has been amazing.
This is a really lovely place. Simon Sig, right? I got that right. Simon Sig, yeah. Wine tasting really perfecto.
After this, we're going back to the hotel. I think we have a yacht party.
Yacht party.
Oh, it's Pepsi. Travel to SA.
The wine is good. The weather is good. The yacht party will be great.
It's just what it is.
It's Cape Town.
When in Cape Town.
I could Cape Town versus.
On this trip, housemates I've bonded the most with, I think it has to be, Diana, Chichi.
I'll say Hermes and Daniela.
She's the one name. I'm always bonding with him. I bonded with Kes. At some point, me and Moncherry.
I've bonded with Saif. He's always looking for my trouble. I'm always looking for his trouble. He picks on me, I pick on him. But the most I've bonded with Rachel, the most.
To name a few, Kes, Van Savi, Christy O, Beauty, Modella, Brian, and all of that. So yeah, I got to know these people.
Like I said, Shegs, Bella, Fina, these are people that, like I said, spend the longest time with prior to my exit in the house. Obviously Hermes as well.
I would say Amaka. I got to know her on the trip. She's an amazing person. She's the funniest person ever.
I wouldn't say closest. I would just say I'm just cool with everyone.
I got to know Amaka better, and she's a very fun and interesting character.
On this trip, I bonded more with Bella and Shegs.
So I'm not one to make new friends.
The housemates wore their explorer's hat as they went to Table Mountain. This, they say, made them feel like they were on top of the world.
We're at the Tabletop Mountain now. The view is amazing. We used the cable car to come here, and that was my first time on it. The view, I keep saying the view, but the view is amazing.
Odogu in the building. Shout out to Pepsi Confirm. Shout out to SA. I'm really having fun here.
Yeah, we're currently doing the Table Mountain thing. It's so beautiful. I mean, you can see the view.
Hi guys, and this is Cape Town. Woo! Guess what? It's amazing.
Pepsi Confirm Cape Town.
And it's cold.
It's cold, but the weather is beautiful today.
Yeah,
and it's not so chilly. It's lovely. I love it.
And guess what? I'm a bit scared. Looking down there.
I'm not scared. You only die once, so I'm not scared.
You are toxic.
So
it's beautiful, and all thanks to Pepsi.
Pepsi, we love you. Pepsi
Doing this.
Hooray! Hooray!
housemates would never speak to each other in this lifetime. Gidefa and Amaka.
I cannot say which housemates would never speak to each other.
There's no housemate that I can say that I won't speak to for a lifetime.
I know it's normal for people to be angry, it's normal for people to react or have emotions because they're all human, but I wouldn't say they can be friends forever because something can happen in 30 years.
There is no housemate that will come now and say that I don't talk to him or her.
On my own end, like I always say, if you show me love, I'll show you love. That's like the best answer.
It's just same energy over here. If you talk to me, I'll talk to you. If you don't, same energy.
I think it will be very weird to say two people would never speak to each other. I mean, nobody knows tomorrow.
I see that some housemates are only beefing P, which I find it ridiculous. People have misunderstanding, but who are we to say they can't resolve them?
I would say I'm a preacher of peace. So when it comes to me, I wouldn't just sit and just be like, I won't talk to this person. I don't have such energy.
Anyone who deliberately wants to misunderstand me or just paint me in a bad or negative picture, I would want to just avoid said person or people. They also went on an all-white themed boat cruise.
It's so big, better than yeah. Suka. Yeah, you don't see well of the killing person picking. I'll be your lover, try to appreciate person picking. Under my cover, I go accommodate your love, hold your love. If you know do, I know go love again. They play, just they play. Oh baby, now you go kill me, now you go finish me, now you go kill me, now you go finish me, now you go. Continental baby, only you sweet my brain. You give me peace of mind, don't let me hanging. Oh, you do me things, oh my baby. The way you bend your knee, put to me for trouble. Oh, yeah, you don't see well of the killing person begin. I'll be your lover, try to appreciate person begin. Under my cover, I go accommodate your love, hold your love. If you know do, I know go love again. They play, just they play. Oh baby, now you go kill me, now you go finish me, now you go kill me, now you go finish me, now you go.
The most pretentious housemate. I wouldn't say anybody for now.
I can't say because I genuinely don't know. I can't think of anybody at the moment.
I would say it's me because some people they have a very different understanding of who I am. So I would say the fakest housemate is me.
I think everybody is just normal.
I wouldn't use the word pretentious, but I would just say people came into the house with a game plan or a strategy.
I didn't know them before the house, so I don't know if they were pretending in the house or not, so I can't say.
In the house, I was seeing different things. I've not linked enough housemates to even know. I will not lie.
A lot of people were calculated. It's not for me to judge. We all have opinions, but I can't necessarily say I have a name in mind, no.
There's one thing I realized about the house. You can't be fake for 72 days. You can't be fake for that long, to be honest.
I do not see any housemates as the biggest users because you would only be used if you let yourself to.
I think from starting would say I used you, but I didn't use his house. There was nothing to use.
To me, I think he's only the one that uses me. And I use her too.
I wasn't used. I wouldn't say anybody is the biggest user.
Okay, for me, I feel Amaka is.
I don't care to know, so I'm not really like paying attention to such things.
It was time for some risky fun when the housemates went paragliding. Talk about racing hearts.
So cool, so fun. Like, you do this till you feel invisible. You can do anything in the world.
Do you feel
Jumping
fresh?
off a plane, it's great, everything fresh.
Yeah.
I'm here now. I'm about to, go in the sky, lose control for a minute. Because there's only so much I could absolutely control of that. But I'm looking forward to it. I never did this in my life. Definitely is on the bucket list, so let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it.
Yeah.
This is obviously my first time doing this, and it's not going to be my last. My haters, you're not going to get the best of me. Pepsi, thank you all the way. Arigato.
Yeah.
So guys, I'm about to go paragliding. It's my first time. You can see I'm dressed for the moment. I'm excited. I'm not scared. I never get scared. More about the adrenaline rush, I like extreme activities. Yes, let's do this.
Yeah.
My highlights, I jumped out of a plane. I went skydiving.
So getting to meet people and, understanding them better, yeah, I guess that's also a big highlight for me.
For me, it was even the first time stepping outside Nigeria. Being exposed to a country where they speak different languages has been fun.
Being able to just spend quality time away from Nigeria with my partner, I think that's been amazing as well. The two companies that brought us here, just like the time they've given us to spend with each other, I think is amazing.
Just spending time with sheikhs. I feel like Nigeria, it was more of walk. So being on vacation for the first time with him, it's been a totally new experience.
My highlight on this trip, well, everything about this trip has been my highlight because it's the first time I'm traveling out of Nigeria. So everything is a highlight, yeah.
Highlight is, going online, seeing stuff, and then on the trip is a whole different thing entirely. So I'd be like, why is it that online we're hearing different thing, but and all. And, a whole lot have been going online and on social media, but it's a different thing entirely. So
Let's take a trip down memory lane from the season that was.
What would you like Big Brother to do?
To help us to go to the market to buy salt, please.
Introducing the
tail of the house.
Give us, girl.
Let's go.
What's up,
Tell me what you really feel inside.
You resemble the gospel of my village.
Gen Zs are breaking the barrier. You're gonna see, bro.
The same madness in all things.
That's what she do for a living.
Who are you? I be high tension. No use your body jam me.
Can you not change? As in, she was sharing me.
I was not referring to you. If she says this, you are doing upstairs with for the gift of the
Someone talk about this.
Babe, you are saying nonsense. Who actually are you shouting at?
Wait for us.
Why will you try that we go home? Because you are dumb.
Why are you insecure? Are you crazy?
You not come to the lounge now, eh? Guy, no see.
Everywhere you go, my father in this, in your life.
Cheesy, mouth controller.
You need to learn mouth control. Are you okay? Let me tell you, I'll come to your front, I will not touch you. Fuck you. That's why people that say they level us up.
It's time to tell your stories.
You know, growing up without a dad, I would say it was the most difficult thing.
Nobody to run to. Don't cry. There are 21 people here. Stop now.
Honestly, don't even like anybody like that. And it's fine. Sorry. I did the scrub. I produced this. What they want me to do?
For you saying some things is like really hurtful.
I don't want to cry. I'm not crying.
Adekunle, tears of joy should not be held back.
Okay, brother. Hard guy. Look at me.
Hey man, see what I got for you. Breakfast in bed. Is it not nice?
Guess what, babes? I appreciate it, mate.
Look into my eyes.
That I can.
Our babies will be cute though. Yeah.
Touch me like,
Give me some.
What's going on? You don't like it. So your team there standing like.
Pepsi is taking us to South Africa, bro.
we are going to.
Tell them, what are you going to do?
We're going to Cape Town.
Honestly, this is my first time, so I'm looking forward to have as much fun as possible. What are you going to see?
Yes, for the first time, I want to see some of my piano vibes. I want to go paragliding.
You know what time it is? This Pepsi confirmed trip.
Come on, see, we are pulling inside SA.
Cape Town, we are coming to.
So, with Pepsi, the cup already.
Daniela, how are you doing?
I'm good, Erica. How are you?
How would you describe your experience in Cape Town, the trip with MultiChoice, Pepsi, and your fellow housemates?
I mean, it was fun to be in the same space with everyone all over again, you know. The atmosphere was nice. You know, first time in South Africa, so it was really, really nice. Everything was a blast, to be honest.
Yeah, it was just a few weeks after the show had ended.
A few weeks? Well, it felt like a long time.
Was there anyone you saw there who you hadn't seen since the show ended?
Since the show? No, honestly.
Oh.
No. I've seen everybody individually, probably.
How was it being in the same space again with Khalid?
I mean, we have spoken after the show, right? So seeing there wasn't anything different.
Very short answer. How was it seeing her again? In sort of, I mean, I know you had seen her after that, but, you know, having to spend time again extensively with her, what was it like?
It wasn't any different, to be honest. It's just like spending time with any other housemate. It was good.
Was it awkward being in the same space with her and Dotsun and Deji?
Oh, not at all.
How was that resolved?
For me, it's like a long time ago. It's another lifetime, to be very honest. You know, so for whatever.
Yeah. Dotsun, was it awkward?
I mean, like you said,
yeah.
I don't think it was. Was it? Oh, okay, in all honesty, at first it probably was, but I believe there was.
Had you seen him before Cape Town?
Yeah, of course we had seen. The crazy thing is that we had seen like almost the week that I got out of the house. Yeah, while I was in the hotel. So we definitely saw, and you know, as guys, we spoke about it, and we had an understanding. It was not anything so deep like that. Yeah.
Chichi, how was Cape Town?
Cape Town was awesome.
But that's not what I heard.
Really?
I did hear that you did fall out with a lot of housemates when you were there. Who did you fall out with that we need to know about, maybe?
Let me quickly correct that. I didn't fall out with so many housemates.
Just a few.
The only person I had issues with was Deji.
Deji's going to be here somehow in subsequent episodes. But I just wanted to know about Cape Town first, before we go into the history.
I think the history of the house led to Cape Town.
Cape Town.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I wanted to start
so
from
you're
the
saying
roots.
it's only Deji that you had an issue with in Cape
I
Town?
did not really had any issues with any house.
With anybody else? Chums, is that true?
What? I don't know. Chichi, how will I know if she had issues with all the housemates?
Why won't you know? Are you her
I don't
friend?
think it's
Would you call
just-
yourself a friend?
It's just Deji that...
Would you call yourself a friend? Groovy, what's up?
I'm good.
How was Cape Town for you?
Cape Town was lit.
All the way?
It was lit. Second time being back there. I mean, like, I enjoyed everything.
So you had a good time in Cape Town?
I enjoyed myself.
You had a lot of fun with Fina as well?
Good memories is everybody, basically.
And Fina?
I believe she's part of everybody.
All right. Fina, how was Cape Town?
Yeah, Cape Town was cold.
Did you almost miss your flight too?
Did I? I think so.
Why? What happened? What were you doing the night before? What time was the flight? What time was the flight, Brian?
Was I there?
There were separate batches, I think.
Okay.
Did we fly together?
He said he had a great time in Cape Town. Did you have a great time?
I didn't have a great time in Cape Town.
Why not?
The weather was so cold, I couldn't adapt to the weather.
But you were with Groovy at the time. So he wasn't enough fun for you at the time?
Well, at that time, let's say we were just having fun, and fun was good.
So there was fun?
Yeah, you know, sometimes when you're doing some things and you just
What
do
kind
it
of things?
regardless. Ebuka, that's it.
What kind of things were you doing that were fun?
Ebuka, that's it.
Was it?
Nothing.
Chrissy O.
Hi, Ebuka.
So was there anything you observed about Cape Town and the dynamics here that stood out for you?
Yes.
Which one? Or what exactly?
Like, everybody will be gathered here. The next thing, you're seeing tweets flying, and you're like,
Give me just one example.
like Elo Swag.
Okay.
Elo Swag will say,
Uh-huh.
use your arts. And I'm like, okay.
I saw that.
You saw it,
Uh-huh.
right? And I'm like,
What prompted that particular tweet?
exactly. I don't know. And I think the following day when he said use your, I think it was about Adekunle. It was
Wait,
like,
so
oh,
that let's get the story. What did Adekunle do?
Adekunle tweeted something.
Uh-huh.
According to him,
Uh-huh.
it was a link.
Hold on. What was the link you tweeted?
It was a newsletter.
About what? Your events in Cape Town?
Yes, events in Cape Town. It was everything.
Okay. Go on.
So when I saw it, and then the next thing I'm seeing Elo Swag trending, I'm like, what did Swag do?
What did you see that made you tweet that?
What I saw was going live
right? It's not by going live or something like that. That line, I'm like, ah.
Okay, so he was talking about the
Yeah,
fact
so I
that
felt
you
like
guys go live too much.
They go live, but they don't live their lives or something like that. So I was like, ah.
Did you ask him about it?
No, I just felt like, okay,
just
let me just
tweeted
use the ask button. Let him just, talk to the people there.
Did you ever ask him about it?
It wasn't a necessary beef or anything. It was
Yeah.
just, okay, use the app.
How did you feel about his tweets, Adekunle?
I didn't know he was talking about me.
You didn't see the
I didn't
mentions?
know it was about me because I wasn't taking a swipe at him. The live part was to my fans.
So you
Because
never
they were always
reacted to
asking me
it
to
in
go
any way?
live, and I'm like, something about it's not about living, going on live. Some of us want to live.
Who were you talking about?
My fans, me.
Okay.
They were asking me to always go live. So the newsletter, I sent it to my fans. But apparently some other people have subscribed to my newsletter, so they took screenshots, put it on the internet, and created a narrative out of it.
Even when you won that like the whole head of house thing, I was like, oh, Bob, thank you. Not until Big Brother likes fams. Big Brother have fun now.
The one thing, still sticking with you now, right. I think another thing that came out of Cape Town was this thing about a brand of tequila.
Yeah.
That was quite interesting with you and
Azul.
Shegs.
Yeah.
Where did it start from? I don't know who knows where it started from, but I know it was about Adekunle and Shegs. So let me start with you, Shegs. What was it about that situation? What exactly happened?
Obviously, we've acknowledged that he wrote a newsletter. I think in his newsletter, he basically said, everything that your faves are doing is sponsored by Pepsi.
Why did you feel it was about you, that line?
Because we were all doing our own things. Like, let's say, Doyen and her friends were going out, Groovy and Fina were going out, Bella and I were going out. Like, everybody was doing their own thing. And obviously, your fans would be like, mad, you're giving them this, you're giving them that. I don't need to act like I have so much money, but bro, I'm not being sponsored. This is coming out of my pocket.
So what was your reaction to that?
I basically tweeted that, Nami by the Azul.
I saw that.
Why are you saying this? Like, I was in the club. I bought this just to have fun with my friends. It was even on a low key. I promise you, Ibuka, like, anyone that's honest will tell you it was on a low key. It wasn't even a P of, I didn't know that somebody was on live trying to like record it. I was just having fun.
So now that sounds like shade. Because if I say everything your fave is doing is sponsored by Pepsi, it literally means nobody here is flexing without money that was given to them. Right?
Really?
So what was the intention in that?
The beautiful thing, right? He just said it was very low key, which means a lot of people didn't know. I didn't know there was an Azul situation until the next day. Were you in the club? Yeah, I was in the club, and I'm actually going there.
Were you all together?
No, that's where I was going to. If we're going to be very honest with each other, we weren't in the same section in the club. So I didn't know anything that was going on at the other side of the club. And I think I was part of the first set of people to leave the club. So when I put out the newsletter and I saw the Azul issue, honestly, I was confused because I didn't even know there was an Azul situation.
So when you saw the reaction to it, what did you think? Because, I mean, everybody can't be wrong, right?
Yeah.
It seemed to everybody, and even I guess some of the housemates, that you were throwing shade at people.
Right.
Elo caught his stray bullets, Shegs caught his own. It was like you were literally directing things at people. That's what it looked like.
Yeah, but at the back of my mind...
So when you saw the reaction to your newsletter, what did you think?
I couldn't make sense of it because I wasn't talking to anybody.
No, but
directly.
apparently you said some shots.
Which
taught
one?
some people in the newsletter.
No, but you know the issue. Can I be fair, right?
Yeah.
The issue that I have with this whole newsletter drama is it happened last year in another country. This is almost a year after, and it's coming back again. We were all in the same environment. Christy O was the only person that came to me to ask me, Alpha, like, what's up with the newsletter?
That's a fair point.
Right?
Because that was a very clear shade.
At who now?
I don't know.
Everybody?
Most people.
Okay.
So Azul was winning at that point. And that's one thing about internet. I don't know how they got to know that Shegs ordered Azul. Who ordered Azul? Who ordered Azul started winning. So the next day, he dropped it. I wish you could even read it on the screen now. It was a shade. So he tried to...
But he just said he wasn't there in the same section as Shegs.
Yeah, because it
And
was
he didn't
all over
know.
internet.
So is it possible you don't believe his story?
It was all over the internet.
So you're saying you don't believe his
Everybody
story?
knew about that Azul.
Yeah.
Everyone knew about that Azul.
So he just said now, there's 28 of you guys. only Christy O came to say, what the hell was that about? Why do you think nobody did that?
Okay, but he went on the internet to say something. Why didn't he come to us to tell us before he went on the internet to say it?
Yeah.
I feel like what he did on the internet, people will reply on the internet as well.
Out of all of this, the one thing that hurts me the most about this newsletter saga is people genuinely didn't read it. Because at the tail end, I genuinely put like level 1, I'm proud of you guys. I wish you guys well. Level 2, I can't wait. Like, I'm not afraid of anybody here. If I want to say anything, or as I look like, if I want to use my art, I will use my art. If I want to sub anybody, I will sub you directly and nothing will happen. Generally, there was a whole lot going with me. In retrospect, looking back, yes, it may have looked like, I was coming for people directly, but I promise you that wasn't the intent.
In conclusion, I mean, if 3 people catch a stray bullet, I can see how it looks like shade.
I can see it. So
But on the flip side, I also think if someone does something you feel hits you, why not confront the person instead of making it a whole thing? But hey, farm savvy, your body don't scratch you since. So this Elo Swag situation, you're all here for a game. Why did that hurt you differently?
Guy, you know what it is like? You stayed in a room with somebody for like, was it 7 days or 5 days? 7 days. We had a lot to talk about, like, Omo Baba, me, as I did like this. He told me about himself, like, Omo Guy, this is it, this is it, this is it.
I want to see your eyes as saying this. Remove this thing first. Let me see your hair.
So Ebuka, they say it's a game, but at the end of the day, it's a reality TV show. Now our reality, in our life. I say, guy, as be like this, me I be pharmacist, and they try they pull 1 or 2 together. No, I know they laugh. I don't know why you guys are laughing. This is not even like a joke.
Sorry.
It's not even like a joke.
Sorry, bro.
You understand? We are like guys in the room. I don't know. I feel chow. I feel chow. Like in chow. It's okay. Let's go together. If you chow, I don't like in chow. Yeah. Go so let's chow together. Like it was more like, even when you won that, like the whole head of house thing. I was like, oh Bob, thank you. No, jokes apart. Like, guy, I don't survive. Well, I remember hugging him like, congrats, bro. Not until Big Brother likes fam. Big Brother fam now. This guy and my guy, like, we're in the same room. No, I know they laugh. I don't know why you guys are laughing. This is not actually a joke. I'm very serious. It's not like, I'm actually pouring my mind.
Okay.
Now, person say, if I have the chance, this is a guy I want to see like in top 5, in fact, top 1, top 2. You understand? But then this guy called me and I was like, what's way no? Hello, car. Sorry, Elo Swag. Like, what's his up?
So here's the thing now. So I get you. So you've honestly felt betrayed.
Yeah, I did.
That's fine.
Okay.
So Elo Swag or Eloka, like you said.
Eloka Swagger. Okay.
He still kind of has a valid point because it might not have been the first or second or third week, but it was still people fooled the house.
So apparently, it's more of like when we win HOH in our side, we do this voting thing. So the whole housemates coming out, nobody defended me until I put Famsari. So I offended you. Calm down, broski. It's not that deep. So
It's
apparently,
deep,
okay, well, it might be deep for you, but it's not that deep for me because Big Brother says, okay, you guys can discuss who you want to nominate. I was angry that they were all saying, his name. People were mentioning some people's names. There was a time it was Chichi saying Fina and whatnot at some point too. So it's more of like we just wanted to, see the strong people go. I didn't even really have a reason for putting Famsavi because if everybody can remember, I cried that day.
Oh, you cried.
After the fact, do you see his point?
I get it totally, but I followed.
Have you had that conversation with him?
We haven't gone that far because Famsavi
Why
did not pick
It's
my
been
calls.
months.
The
Till
first
now.
time my mom called.
Your mom called
Yeah.
Famsavi.
Can we settle this? This thing took an all-star actress to actually settle.
Wow.
So it was.
So you guys are settled.
I think so.
Okay.
I don't know. Famsavi is my guy. He's my G. We're gymming in the.
How would they be G
we're
now?
playing. So can you hear this now? So I don't
How
know
they
if
be
we
G
are
now?
settled.
Now this is a valid point where he's reached out. His mom reached out.
I actually told his mom.
So what is still hurting you?
Okay, Ebuka, I came across a video of where Shegs was like, "No, you can't nominate my bro Groovy. Like we're tired and
So he
all."
fought for his guy.
You understand my point?
Yeah.
Chomzi and Lebai, like, why would you nominate Lebai?
I get that.
You understand?
And I get
so
that.
I felt like,
But
come on,
he's
bro.
saying you guys have had a conversation, he's reached out. what more do you want from him at this point?
I feel like this guy, they give him food, may poison me if he poison me.
So here's what I want. I hear you, but I want.
No, jokes apart.
So I want to ask a question. Are you at a point where you've listened to him and you've had a conversation, you're fine, but you don't want to be friends anymore, or you're saying you've still not forgiven him?
No, I don't have issues with him. Like,
you're just not going to be friends with him.
Yeah, like
because
I
you can't
like,
trust him.
So
okay, that's what I wanted to clear up.
We had the conversation. First of all, we say we will never quarrel for a guy, and we say everything about the house, it will be cruise. Yes or no?
Diana.
Amakana, yes or no?
Doing, that was a big dynamic when the levels were still separate. And it was one of those moments viewers used to wait for. Saif and Doyin, they meet on a Saturday and, the whispers and the kisses and all of that. Now, what was that for you at the time?
At the time, I was really attracted to his confidence. Confidence is a very big thing for me. And I think Big Brother he corrected Big Brother because Big Brother pronounced his name the wrong way, I think. So I really liked it. And I was like, oh, who's this guy, right? And then I spoke to him, I think, once I greeted him once when we were leaving the arena, and it was very pleasant, right? And then we met again at the party, and my first impression of him was, confident and mature. And that is what I would go for.
Because you also seemed heartbroken when he left.
Yes, I was.
What was that, especially the things you said to Deji about him?
At the time, I don't even know what I was thinking. It was very low of me to have made such comments. Because I can imagine how hurt he would have been. I think I talked down on his physical looks, and I apologize for that, Saif. I'm really sorry, and I've apologized to him.
That was our first apology of the reunion.
Shout out Doyin.
Why were you not bonding with your level guys?
Ebuka, honestly, I don't even know the answer to that question. I just think...
Sorry to cut you off. Because now I always like to look at these things from the perspective of those of us who were watching. And there's always the talk about everybody can't be wrong. And there were more people who thought that way in that level than those who agreed with you. So did you think it was something you were doing wrong?
No, I don't think I did anything wrong. I think I just have a different approach towards competition in general. It's not even about the house. But I also realized that a lot of people that I was in the same house with didn't have the same mindset towards competing, right? For me, I feel like we should compete and put all our energy in our tasks. I felt like my housemates at the time were being very personal about the competition, and I wasn't comfortable with that.
Brian. I think it was the second week he started talking about Diana.
Oh, yeah.
Who was in a different level.
Yeah.
And, you were like, I didn't care about her age. The next party, I must show her. What was it about Diana?
So to be very honest, man, I don't take things to heart a lot. I just joke around. I joke around too much, maybe. So that's just me. That's just my way of catching cruise.
You can't tell me you were joking.
Right, we're not joking.
I wasn't joking. Nobody really wants to talk now. You talked about Diana quite a bit.
My mama told me.
In fact, I was looking for... A lot of us were waiting for Saturday because you were saying, man, this girl.
Well, still on still, man. Still on still. I would say that, that's once again, if you get to know me, you understand that, really.
So it was cruise, you're saying?
Yeah, it was cruise, man. It was just but honestly, she's a beautiful lady now. Come on, look at me again. She's a fine girl now. She's a fine girl.
So you didn't mind if something could have happened?
Yeah, I didn't mind anything.
Did you know at the time that your guy was kind of there?
I didn't know. I didn't know it was the merge that showed me things.
All right, so Amaka, did you know, first of all, that Diana had anything going on with Gidi Fire?
Well, at the time, I didn't know.
She didn't tell you?
No, she said he was his friend.
So you felt like you were being, you could trust her to do whatever it was you wanted at the time, the hookup?
At the time, without enough information, I fancied him. Because I'm not in his house to know. And
sometimes I can be very impulsive, so I don't think I put a lot of thought into that.
Yeah.
Like, she said nothing was happening, right?
Did you ask her clearly if she had anything
I
with
asked
him?
her like twice, and I want to believe that nothing was happening because she still kept on saying that nothing was happening, even after the show, even outside the house. So she's a grown woman. She would not keep on saying something like that, and she's my friend, so I would believe her.
Yeah.
That nothing was happening.
You saw the garden situation. After seeing that, did you still think Diana felt nothing for Giddy Fire?
I saw her getting mad with Rachel over Giddy Fire.
So what did you think about it?
And I asked her, and she was like, she did not give me an answer. Like, I don't know about the situation. I think it died in their house. So I did not get any good feedback. All I kept hearing is from people, oh, this person comes to tell me, oh, these people, they're an item. But from her, the person that wears the shoe, she tells me there is nothing. Who am I to say there is something? But all I know is that he was like, he was entertaining the whole thing. And not behind Diana, but in front of Diana. So I really don't know what's going on.
I didn't see nothing coming, like at all. I'm not here to blame anybody to say that I didn't see it. I said I weak when I found that. I want to just clear something. You told me about Giddy Fire. Before you told me regarding Giddy Fire, you asked me for Hello Swag, you asked me for Dotun, you asked me for Deji, you are groovy. I'm not exposing you, but I'm just saying that for me it was cruise. When we were in lockdown, we had a conversation. First of all, we say we will never quarrel for a guy, and we say everything about the house, it will be cruise. Yes or no?
Diana.
Amakana, yes or no?
I don't know what to answer you. You can't tell me to tell you yes or no.
I don't want to be exposed here as if you told me something. I wanted to hook you. When I hook you, waiting be my business reason for me to go and hook you. No, seriously. Because the way you come out after, like this thing, no, they look good at all. I want you to, for lockdown, we spoke. Some people, they spoke, they said they go evict each other, they will nominate them. Me and you, we spoke. We said we will never quarrel for a guy, yes or no.
Diana.
Yes, Amaka.
I will not quarrel with you because of a guy, even if we spoke about it or we did not speak about it. Listen to me. And even if you had said, I told you about Hello Swag, I told you about this, I told you about that. Remember, I said here that the initial strategy I came with is that I was going to be a player.
That's why I allow you. When because when she came to me, I was so mad with Giddy Fire that nobody, even my neighbor, she would have come and say she wants Giddy Fire. I would have said no. Regarding, I knew that it was her game. Who am I to come and spoil her game? I know her. I know him.
Yeah.
Two very strong and hearty pick, like character. He no go nowhere. He cannot work. It's impossible. We were cool. Like we were.
He said it's not cool. He didn't say cool.
We were just cool.
He said you guys had something.
We were cool, Giddy Fire. Let me clarify. Let's say the
when you introduced. Wait. When I introduced Amaka to
nothing.
him,
like for me, it was like more like a bestie.
But that's not what he said.
And I told him,
no,
and he knew because. For me, because I always told him, I say the age difference. Don't be that I don't want to. I say I can't because of the age difference. So the age mate, make it go. That is how the things happen. But now for me to look as if like I went behind, it's not my type.
You're welcome to another great evening here at the Big Brother Naija Level Up Reunion Show, and your favorite housemates are here once again, looking sharp as ever. What's up, guys? Hey, Buka! Hey, Buka! All right, good to see you guys, man. All right, so your favorite housemates are here, but we're joined virtually now by one other one who was supposed to be a fake housemate but left quite an impression with us. Deji, what's up?
Hey, how you doing? What's good?
I'm very well. How you doing? You decided not to come and join us here, so we had to drag you somehow.
Oh, it was intentional. I don't want to come. I didn't know for that.
Let's see if this is what you're running from. Let's look at this clip.
What you doing now? Say, they just told me that he likes me at all. And meanwhile, you and I never get a conversation, but it's like, you won't know who like me, you get. You won't try to shine for the guy, I did last year. Very sharp, I did last year, all these girls, they want to check me to try. If I feel like I want to share my time, I'll share my time. Like, I don't have to stick to one person.
So that was a video of you and Dotun talking about Doyin and Chichi, and I think those two ladies pretty much shaped your narrative in the house. Explain that. And you also accused a lot of gossiping with Dotun about the ladies. So explain yourself.
First off, yeah, about Doyin and the other lady, yeah. To me, it was just a situation where I felt like, you know, first off, like, I came into the house to play the game. You understand? Like, that wasn't, like, in my... Honestly, I'm not going to say I didn't go in with a script. I went in with a script. So that wasn't part of my script. Like, I didn't go in there to, like, look for a lady or whatever. But at the end of the day, like, it's a show. Like, you can't really control the narrative.
Okay, so what did you think about Doyin? Let's start with Doyin now. What did you think about her?
See, honestly, Doyin is cool people. Honestly, she's really cool and all of that. But when I go into the house, she was one of the person like I really got close to aside or something. I just wasn't comfortable with the kind of friendship we were creating because for her, like she had a way of, communicating with people. And then for me, I wasn't really used to that. I felt like I was being disrespected.
Okay, I'll come back to you now. Let me hear from Doyin. Doyin and Chichi are both wearing denim, by the way. I don't know what that means. Doyin, you heard him. You were disrespectful a few times. He didn't think anything potentially would happen. You were called out a lot by the fans, for want of a better word, throwing yourself at Deji.
For me, I mean, Deji is a very good-looking young man. We can all, admit to that, right? So at the time in the house, I just wanted a friendship.
Let's take a look at this quickly.
But what I saw today was scary as like she won't even naked herself, yo. I'm like, why person go to act like mad person like this? Bro, what
Yeah,
the
I said you're the first person that has conversations with her longest, like for the
now for
longest.
tell me now.
And I'm like, what did I tell you when I said Beatrice were watching when we were talking that you were like you're not even laughing as much.
Bro, I wasn't.
I feel there's chance still some likeness. Anything we want to talk. Maybe now cruise.
There's some what?
Likeness. From your end.
No, she's cool people, but
she is, bro.
Madness there, it's not it's do or die thing now.
Basically, we saw at least the last one where you were talking about, you were in a nutshell tired of the situation with Chichi. Did you ever at any point make this clear to her that you were not interested anymore or in anything being serious?
I felt like I communicated that because we had a conversation one time in the house, where she probably was asking, what are we doing, blah, blah, blah. Like, I just said it that we're not in a relationship, you understand? But we're talking, we're trying to get to somewhere.
Let me I like to talk from the perspective of the viewer. You were leading her on, is the impression. But behind her back, you kept acting like you were tired of it. Was this clear to her at any point?
No, it wasn't. So it was clear to her that, I wasn't in the space for a relationship. You get,
Okay. Let's hear from Chichi now. Chichi,
Hi, Ebuka.
are you happy to see Deji?
Of course, he's a human. He's just there. It's not really fun.
Okay. So explain what was going on with you, because this is me now. I've been speaking from the perspective of a lot of people, but there's also another side to the story. What was going on with you in the house? What was clear to you and what was not? Because he's saying that there was a conversation had about the fact that there's no relationship here.
Mm-hmm.
But you always had the impression, or you gave off the impression that something was building. Where did you get that from?
There was one pool party. I went to the restroom with him, and I asked him, Deji, tonight I want to end it. It's either you tell me, yes, I am with you, or I want to be with you, or is a no, we are not together, we are not a thing.
And what did he
Choose
say?
a path. He was telling me I am overreacting because of the things I've always been through in the past. He always used that word. And anytime he uses that word, it struck me. And I always feel like, because I know how I react. So I was buying the idea, maybe I'm overreacting actually. So I wanted to calm down to see if I was overreacting about the things that I was seeing. You wanted to open my eyes.
So what were you seeing?
I was seeing the fact that I was feeling like he's telling the housemates something else. And when he's with me, he tells me something else. He tells me how much he cares about me, how much that if I was not in the show with him, it wouldn't be a gain for him. Yes, he said that to me.
So why did you think he was telling others something different?
Okay, I was sensing it because other housemates will ask me like, Bella, are you sure that this? I'll be like, Bella, but he assures me. I have asked him several times. He gives me the assurance that if he does not want me, we won't even be talking in the first place. I genuinely liked him then. I will not deny that feeling. So it's not a crime.
Did anybody ever come to you to say, this is what he's saying about you?
No.
Is there anybody that you thought should have told you? Who knew?
Indirectly, they tried.
Who are they?
Like,
you said Bella, who else?
Bella tried. Doyin tried. Doyin was not coming in the light of the wrong way, maybe because he liked Deji or something. She wanted to be assured that maybe I know what I'm doing. But unfortunately for me, I didn't really get it because he was angry. I spoke with Doyin and was telling me, why would you even go to talk to Doyin in the first place when you know she does not want to see us together?
So you were in love?
I really loved him. I cannot deny that fact. Ebuka, then I went to this guy. At that point, I was ready to let go. He should have manned up. That is my anger. That is my pain. I asked Deji, do you want this or not?
And he said
he wants me. I quote, if I don't want to be with you, we won't even be speaking in the first place. You are overreacting. You need to calm down. This boy can clean for me. He will help me fold my clothes. He will reassure me. Outside the house, when I came out from the show, this guy was literally in my hotel room every night. Ebuka, let me tell you this. He comes to my hotel room at night, like around 10, 11, 12, like a male prostitute. And he leaves around 4, 5 a.m. I am not telling lies on him. If I'm lying, were you not still coming over to my house every night? When I moved to my house every night, were you not living with me? Like, literally coming every night? So, Ebuka, he kept on assuring me that he genuinely liked me. But my problem is when we are outside, shut the f*** up. So when we are outside, this guy is like, there's a written script. He will be in character automatically. But when we are inside, this boy can clean for me. He will help me fold my clothes. He will reassure me. Deji, if you can lie on this show, we all saw this, Ebuka. You are not as smart as you think you are. I think I'm actually dumb.
They are saying he was coming. He was coming. Yes. You're saying he used to be in your room?
Not that
was
be
he
in my
coming?
room.
Hey, God. Did he used to come there to apologize and reassure you?
Okay, when we left
Other
the
things were
show,
happening?
yeah, I have something to say. When we left the show, I have not gotten my phone.
So you hadn't seen anything?
I haven't seen anything.
So you were still hopeful for something?
Like, I was even thinking we have this nice thing going on.
So all through that first week, he was
So
in your
when
room?
I came out, so the time that I think Multi-Choice took us to the former house, I think I was so emotional about the house, leaving the house. I'm an emotional person. So he was like, see what happened in the house. Don't think about all these things. These things were happening because I was a fake housemate. I was not sure, blah, 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 blah. Ebuka, I liked this guy. He told me, he reassured me that all those things happen in the house, I should forget about it. He kept on assuring me. At a point, he would tell me, like, you need a psychologist. What was he saying? At the point I started buying the idea, I think I have a problem because of the way I've been treated, the way I was manipulated to think I had a problem. You will do something bad to me outside, and when we come here, I'm telling you, Deji, I feel like you treat me like this. Deji will tell me I'm overthinking it. You need a therapist. Ebuka, I bought that idea. I started feeling like I needed a therapist because I was feeling like I was overreacting. And my pain was, when we had issues, when the housemates gathered in SA, none of the housemates, except Hamaka, came to me to ask. She didn't even ask me questions. She was like, I hope you're okay. You'll be fine. Just get over whatever it is. And I said, thank you so much for coming. Every housemate went to him. Nobody came to me and said, Chichi, what happened? Are you okay?
Sorry, let me just stop you there.
I was not around.
Because
I was not around.
Wait. Deji, very quickly. When she came out of the house, were you in her hotel? Were you in her hotel room?
Every night.
Every night.
Ebuka, let me tell you something. I wasn't in the hotel room every night. But this was a situation.
Like once or twice?
Like, I got to know you inside the house. You understand? I knew your story. Fam, you came out of the house. We also what happened on the stage. This girl literally had nobody there with her on the stage. It was a different situation for every one of us. You understand? Like, do you expect her to come out of the house and I shouldn't be there for her emotionally and all of that shit? Like, ask her why I was there in a hotel room in the first place, yo. Like, I just feel like it's a situation where you're trying to, like, twist the situation. You came out of the house, you knew you needed me. I was there for you. At every moment you wanted me around. Like, I'm not going to be here saying I did this for you, or I did that for you, or all of that shit. That's not my vibe. You understand? Whatever happened between us is not going to come.
Okay, so Deji, why were you not just blatant and say, yo, I'm here as a friend, nobody was there for you, I want to be here for you, but it's nothing emotional?
At some point, I started, like, having a thing for her. I'm not even going to lie. You get, in the house, I started, like, liking her at the point, like, I feel like, I'm the kind of guy whereby, it takes a lot for me to accept that this is the stage I'm in with the opposite sex. And when I get to that stage, trust me, like, I know how to, like, express whatever I feel.
Okay, sorry. You felt something for her. When did you stop feeling it?
I never, no, that's the thing, like on the show, it didn't stop. You understand? So when I came out of the show, it was a situation where I'm like, fine, I met you on the show. You understand? Like, at this point, it automatically doesn't move well together. And I see, trust me, like, I express that different ways. That it automatically doesn't mean we're together. We need to know each other.
Okay.
Yeah, like, I told her, like, I made it clear to her. We need to know each other before we can be in a relationship. Like, that was why we had problems. Like, when people are online.
Okay.
That.
Deji, I want us to quickly wrap this up very quickly. Bella, what did you see that made you tell her? Did you hear anything? Or was it just things you noticed that made you say this guy is not into you?
Ebuka, I mean, in the house, if you're in our house, I think we were even like paired. The energy wasn't the same. Because I'll go to her, I'll be like, are you sure this guy likes you? Because Deji was actually our friend in the house, Shegs and I. So I wouldn't want to tell her, I don't think this boy likes you. But then I'll just go to her like, are you sure he likes you? She'll be like, oh, yes. He always tells me he likes me. Deji is someone that doesn't like showing, himself. He doesn't like making people know what he's feeling. He's a private person. I'm like, private person. That was what he told her, she said at that time. Even when we left the house, because we all left together in the hotel we were watching clips. She was still saying, Deji loves her. I'm like, Deji loves you, but are you not seeing all these things? Like,
So Deji didn't say anything directly to you. It was just, you read the room, basically.
I mean,
or did he say anything to you?
I don't even know if he said, I think he was like, he's not ready for a relationship.
Yeah.
He just didn't say he didn't like her. But he
Okay.
just only said that he wasn't ready for a relationship.
This boy, I will tell him, stay away from me. But when he comes close, we cannot resist each other.
At all, I'm not shocked. I saw you as soon as this guy entered here. I saw you were like, I don't know how to say, like somebody coming back from, from vacation, you were very smiling, very happy, No, but since he came, and when that day I noticed it was okay. We didn't have time to talk. I said, maybe it might be your spec because you never do like that with other, you understand? And after when I saw that you guys spoke for hours, I said, okay, maybe the thing don't enter already. Hey bro, me, I sabi, you understand? I say for me, like you are married, the behavior, everything. So you say, no.
Diana, you were a lot in those clips. You were almost invested in that relationship as well. Why did you think he might have been married?
Okay. Deji, we had this conversation. I told you directly, if you remember. He's from the US. I stayed in the US before. And I know that, that is the way to settle down in the country. And his vibe was too relaxed. As a Nigerian guy, you look hot cake like this. I said, something is fishing. Let's be realistic. So I went to him and I told him, I said, look, bro, I suspect you. I suspect that you are married because your vibe, you are too relaxed. He said, no, I swear you are not married. And coming out, apparently, he's not. So he was telling the truth.
Very well. Chichi, what happened in Cape Town? What exactly happened?
I'm a very, very intentional person.
Yeah.
It's either I want this or I don't want this. I am never confused. Before essay, something happened. I told this guy to stay far away from me. He knew I loved him. Then, love is not a crime. I don't keep person. This boy, I will tell him, stay away from me. But when he comes close, we cannot resist each other. The deed will always be done.
Fire is.
So we went to SA. When he came back, he came to my hotel room to apologize. We had like 3 hours conversation. And I told him, he asked me a question. Yeah, he asked me a question. Are you just going to move on like that? I'm like, what do you expect from me? Because at that time, I want to just cry it out. I want to just be that strong girl and just move on. Because I'm tired of being in that situation.
Then what happened?
So then we had a long talk, the whole thing. Then he slept over again. Then we went to SA. We went to SA. In SA, most of you would notice that I wasn't really giving him my time until he was complaining. I have screenshots. I have evidence. I have receipts. If you want hard copy, I'll give it to you. One soft copy is available.
Submit it.
Then he came to, I will. So then he came to my room that night and he was like, you want to use me to chase cloud? Do you know that this guy came? He knows how to poke me. He knows how to talk to me. He knows how to provoke me. Then he provoked me to a point. I was like, Deji, you know what? Enough is enough. Of my room, you're a stupid boy. You are a boy and you're not a man. You portray something else outside. But you are, what you said you did something. What did you do for me? What do you even have? Let me even know. I won't go there because I'm not like you. Then he brought out his phone when I was triggered, provoked, and this boy started recording me. When I was triggered, just to have record of me. Someone you claimed you love. Someone you claimed you care about. All this nonsense you were saying.
Well, you get receipts.
You said that on several occasions, Oga. You can lie to the crowd. Just shut up. I'm not done. Shut up. Don't interrupt me, please. I'm trying to keep my cool because if I decide to expose you, you did so many nasty things I don't care about anymore.
Try to do that, you'll be the one that will be embarrassed.
Okay. You don't have anything to embarrass me with.
You know this platform is a
Just shut
poverty
up.
alleviation scheme for you. You understand? You need to be careful. You understand? You depend on this you're hustling. Don't try to like spoil your brand, bro. Don't come here to embarrass
Don't shut
yourself.
the f up. When you are opening your sticky mouth to tell other housemates things about me, you did not know you were spoiling your ruthless, worthless character. I thought you said Big Brother Nigeria was not a big thing for you. But you literally have no money in your pocket, bro. So shut the f up. Shut the f up. Just shut up. Just shut up. Let me finish. Deji, let me finish. I will address you by your name. I'm not as stupid as you are. You were sneaking into my bedroom every night. You apologized to me when I came out to the show. You told me you care about me. So what are you doing? At least I'm not having sex with different old women to sustain my lifestyle. So don't tell me I'm a husband. Yes, I'm a husband. So shut up. And stop deceiving the shippers. Ebuka, do you know why I followed this dude? Because he kept on leading the shippers on. Shippers came and I told them there's no longer this Deji thing. I don't recognize this name. Please take my name off it. I am a Chichi brand. I want to be loved as Chichi. This guy, for you guys to even ship me with this guy, I'm actually disappointed. I told this guy, I appreciate the fact that you people love the way I love. But this guy is not good for me.
You're talking about, me leading the shippers on. Not once, not twice, and I'm sure if I check my chat, I'm going to see it there. Like, I literally said, I don't want to lead anybody on. I don't want to create a narrative that's not there. Like, we are not dating. Let's not be caught on camera, doing live and professing what's not there, so that these people will control. And I remember I said, whatever the shippers bring, I'm going to give everything to you. If you want me to check my chat, I will check my chat. What are they going to give me that's going to change my life? Before Big Brother, I knew like my life was good. After Big Brother, my life is still good. You understand? So I don't need the platform to feed off anything. And the fact that, okay, fine, maybe at some point I wasn't really clear, but I know that there were different times I was telling you like, my main aim talking to Chichi was, let's get to know each other better. I can't build with you based on vibes and a few cameos on TV. It doesn't work that way, bro. You understand? If I'm deciding to be with a lady, I want to know who you are. Everybody's coming on TV, saying different things. We all know how people lie on TV, fam.
I'll cut you short.
People come and say different things. I'm trying to know you, but you're not trying to tell me who you are.
Ebuka.
Like you're trying to okay, I should just, because say you'll be waiting, make I just jump on you. For waiting now, like, I don't understand. So I'm not gonna come here to like bring you down. Trust me, like we both have conversations that we're not proud of. You're talking about having received. Yo, if people see the kind of things you said or you recorded yourself saying and all of that, if I decide to bring that out, do you think you're not gonna be embarrassed yourself? In summary, I told this lady we can't be together. If the shippers come, you're taking all the money, use it for yourself. You need it more than I do. Do you understand? And then we got to South Africa. I was doing well in keeping my distance. And that was the mission. And again, the fact that she was saying me talking to certain people, I'm not going to mention names, she was angry because she wanted me to inherit all her beef. You understand? And if I did that, I was going to lose out on a lot of great friendships. And that wasn't my vibe. So that was why we had issues in South Africa. And then, of course, me bringing out my phone. I needed to do that where in a world where if a woman says something, they will believe the woman. I need to find a way to defend myself.
Did you guys go physical? What exactly happened?
We didn't go physical. I'm not even going to go, I'm not going to go too much into that detail. Like I said, we fell out. It didn't work out. We went separate ways.
Because I told you to stop coming. But you refused.
Okay. We need to. Deji, we've spent a considerable amount of time on this.
Where did we have the issue? Was it not my bedroom around 1 a.m. in the morning?
Okay, you know what we're going to do? We're going to end this now. You should bring out the receipts. We will compare, and I think we will leave it to the public.
I have so much.
To assess. Good luck to you, Deji. Good luck to you, Chichi. What's the name of their ship? What was the name of their ship? I don't know.
No, please.
Dechi. What's a sad end?